Hey everyone, just want to announce, by the way, that I have a new channel strictly for IMs called In-Ear Fetish. And if you like things in your ears for either fetishistic or musical reasons, you should check out In-Ear Fetish, which is linked in the description. It's going to be every once in a while, shorter videos, much more compact, boom, boom, boom. Check it out. This video is not sponsored by In-Ear Fetish because I own the channel, but check out In-Ear Fetish. Okay, so, I needed to do a review of a product that I know before I announced that Periapt is having a site-wide sale from October 10th until, well, go check the site out to see when. This video is sponsored by Periapt. Periapt cables on everything, which means I'm using adapters even though they make cables that go directly to 4.4. But I don't have them. I wanted to show off these, which are being given away on Princess Pasta's Twitter. Check out details there. I don't know when she's doing it, probably later in the month. Anyway, I needed that green. See that green? I needed it for the HiBy RS2 because it showed up 2 days before I left for California for SoCal Can Jam. And I was all prepared to go. I knew what I was taking, and then I put this on. I'm like, for some reason, I've got 3 other DAPs there. 3? Maybe it's just 3. 3 other DAPs there. And I didn't put any of those on and listen to them, but I put this one on because it's a chunky boy. It's a little thicker and it's a little smaller. And then I turned on the screen and you know what I noticed? Hold on, wait. Oh God, it's not Android. Oh, it's not Android. And it's got 2 SD card slots? All right, let's see if this is worth bringing to California. 5 minutes into the first song, bringing it to California. This was my device that I brought to SoCal Can Jam to test everything on. You knew Utopias? RS2. The Mr. Speaker? RS2. Oh, you want to plug in an amplifier? Hold on, let me get my adapter to plug it so the source is the RS2. I fucking love this thing. It's nearly $500, which is going to immediately make all of you go like, wait a second, Zeos. A non-Android chunky bitch DAP? Why would I pay $500 for this? Well, I'll tell you a tale about how when a DAC once sounded better than all the other DACs, because it was R2R. This is the first R2R ladder DAC portable, and I can fucking tell. Like I can hear it. Like you plug it in and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, there's no harshness to this. It's smooth. This and the Death on Ray Pegasus were the 2 things I brought to SoCal. And you know what? Neither one of them is perfectly linear. They both make things just ooze with quality. Like they ooze with like luxury. I'm sorry. Not scientific, clean room, measurable quality of look how flat that. I don't give a shit. I want to plug my headphones into it and have it sound better than the last 30 things I plugged my headphones into it. Even if it's doing something that doesn't measure properly, even if and somehow R2R and this very highly praised fucking company and unit just pull that shit off. And they pull it off beautifully. And they pull it off in a package where, a real quick story. So I brought this to SoCal Can Jam, and one night we went to a strip club because that's what you do. It was after like the little house meeting. There was like a private secret house meeting, and I couldn't take my backpack to the strip club. So I just shoved all my shit into the bag, and I trusted someone to like, hey, bro, I gotta go. Could you hold on to this till tomorrow? And I shoved it all in my bag, shoved everything in my bag, and I went to a strip club, and we had a great time. Me and Golden Sound experienced a California strip club. You know, they leave all their clothes on when they give you a lap dance. It's very strange. Anyway, I'm used to New York, where they're like, hey, can you smell my ass? And you slap it in your eyes. Anyway, I got my bag back the next day, and I'm like, shit, everything was in there. My badge, my like I just stripped basically naked to go to the strip club, and it was this was in the bag. On because I was using it at that party. And there's where this is better than all. I got to do the thumb thing. This is where it's better. Let me tell you right now. It was on 23% battery. After being left on from 10 o'clock the previous night till like 11, 12. And it was playing music. Because it has the ability that when you unplug something, it'll pause, but then you can hit play again, which is why it didn't fall asleep. because it played music for the whole fucking night, and that was after it had died from the show. I didn't have a chance to charge it. That went through the first day of SoCal Can Jam, playing music on everything. I wanted it to not shut off, so every time I unplugged something, I hit play and put it back in my pocket, because it's infinite. And then it went all night playing in a bag, not hooked up to anything, and it came out, and it did the fucking second show and never died. If that isn't a reason to spend $500 on this DAP, I don't know what to tell you. On top of the fact it sounds like it's a Rebel amp. It's like a fucking Rebel amp in your pocket. It's almost the same price as the Ukrainian Class A Rebel amp. And it's not even like they're touting Class A amplification. All they're talking about is the DAC. And somehow the DAC in this makes all the creamy, juicy things sound creamy and juicy. Don't forget Periapt to sponsor this video. Periapt, look at this cable. Actually, I haven't plugged this. I'm coming off the Atriums, and I'm gonna go on to the 600s. Maybe we should tour the unit. All right, maybe we should tour the unit. Accessories first? Fine. Keychain. You bet your sweet ass I'm keeping this unit. This keychain's got to go on. I had to buy a Ford RS, because otherwise people can be very fucking confused of why the fuck my keys say RS and I drive a Chevy. So I got to go buy a green RS. Is there another car that uses a keychain? Don't know. Never seen a keychain in the DAP before. I like it. This adapter. Look at the chonk on this thing. It's got the HiBy logos. These are fucking beautifully machined. It's got the fucking coil. Oh, God. That's in case you feed it analog. It's got 2 wires, another insanely heavy, like, I didn't even take this out of here, but USB-C charging cable. And then look at this hilarity. USB-C to RCA, so that you can get the digital output of it. So you can use it as a coaxial digital output, which is weird because you really want this for the DAC. But then again, you could also have it be a source on battery for like ever. Also comes a little nutsack for putting it inside of. It's so small. And all right, let's take it out of the first of all, the leather case. No problem with it. It feels like a worn-in like leather wallet. It feels like something. This is what I want things to feel like when they're in my pants. Giggity. I want them to feel broken in and used, but like smooth and like quality. Like you feel the stitching on it, and it says RS in the front. It's just it edges around here, and there's no screen here, which is kind of like eh. It says Darwin inside. I don't even know what Darwin inside means. Everyone's like, oh my God, got all this Darwin shit going on with HiBy, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. It's kind of stuck in here from being in California the entire goddamn time. Hold on, I'm excising the baby. I don't want to yank the volume knob too hard. Anyway, here's the case. Look, it even has there's a pattern on the inside. You're not even going to see that. It's nice of them to do. Let me give this a quick wipe down because it probably has sesame seeds, and I abused the fuck out of this in Can Jam. Abused. This has gotten the most ultimate test of Zeos ever, of a DAP, ever. Now I can put that over there where that belongs, next to the tubes. So the back says HiBy. The back is glass. There's no Bluetooth in this. If you want to talk about a negative, because I have to come up with a negative, because everything's like, oh, Zeos, you love everything. I love everything if it fucking performs way better than I thought it would. But there's always like something. So there's no Bluetooth. And I'd kind of like if I could send this to like a Bluetooth receiver and just like, okay, this is my source. Play that speaker over there, plop it down, and it just plays that speaker over there. That would be great. It doesn't have it. Bottom has the 2 SD cards, both shanked with music, just filled them right up. USB-C. This metal, the actual metal that this is made out of, is like machined in like one direction, and like you could feel it's like it doesn't grip this way. Oh, it's smooth this way. It's like touching a special non-stick pan. So nothing here, 2 and 1. You get your 3 unlabeled buttons, a very thin slit LED, a knob that is not a push-in knob. It's just a turning knob. It's just volume. And I was like expecting it to be more than that, but it's this and then this. And then you get an interesting power switch because you get a momentary to the right, which is your screen on, screen off power. You hold it to turn it on and turn it off. Here, let's turn it off. Shutting down. You got to keep holding it. You got if you let it go, it doesn't shut down. So you got to hold it. So it's a little bit harder to turn off. But let's turn it on. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7, it's there. 7 seconds. Compared to like an Android device with a Feel logo loading around, I'll take it. The other way is battery. When you switch that, it's now locked. And I think it won't charge. Like, I haven't really used it in that mode, but it's got a little battery charger like icon. And it says locked with a lightning bolt. It locks the lightning bolt. So unlock the lightning bolt. We now have a 4.4 and then a PO and an LO 3.5s. The line out and pre-out. So P out could also mean phones out. So you have your headphone out 3.5, your line out 3.5, and a balance out PO, which means phones out. And that's it. Your unlabeled buttons, the knob. Let's talk about the user interface. You have to switch. It's kind of annoying. You can't just like click a button. Like if I hit this off, that doesn't turn on the screen, that doesn't turn on the screen, that doesn't turn on the screen, this doesn't turn on the screen. You have to sort of get your hand up top and do that to see. And then it is a touch screen. Like, they haven't gone to the point where, like, there were some of these that, like, well, we're going to make it small and not Android, so we're not going to make it a touch. No, please be a touch screen. Please be a touch screen. Here's your main menu. We're at 80% volume. It has coaxial written there, which I think is the mode that it's set to output. So that's a thing. Unless it's can you input to it? You think that coaxial is an output or an input? It's probably an output. They're usually outputs. I'm pretty sure it's an output. You pull down and you get basically a quick volume slider and then a light bulb, which turns off the screen. So know what you're doing with that. And then touching it turns it back on. And then next track, last track, play, pause. You bring that up. Up from the bottom does nothing. Left and right switches between the 6 main menu items and the music playing menu, and that's it. I went to music all. Music, Darwin, MSEB, play, system, and about. Music, all files, album, artist, genres, format. FLAC, you could pick by, apparently I have some waves in here. Whoa, I have MQA in here. Jethro Tull is MQA. Smash on the floor. Smash on the floor. Do you want to, what do you want to do when old man's gone? Properties, delete. So this is, I can click this and it'll play some MQA shit. All right, fine. I'll bite. I haven't willingly played MQA, although at least I didn't think I was willingly playing MQA. Oh my God, I'm sold. MQA is the greatest. I want it in everything. Oh, fucking no. Anyway, you can sort by that. Let me lower the volume. And the volume isn't super fast. We'll get to the actual settings, so let's out of this. Using back, you have to use the back button. So Darwin takes you to digital filter settings. There's fucking 10 Darwin filters. They're not labeled. They're labeled 1 through 10 Darwin filter. Okay. Let's try Darwin filter 4. I'm down. Do it. You have NOS, which non-oversampling or oversampling. You could turn on and off just like a real R2R DAC. You get a something called a harmonic controller. I would love to tell you that I've played with this extensively and that I know exactly how it's affecting this. I don't. It goes from 0 to 255 and it's on 132. So here, let's turn the volume up and I could just... I don't know. It's one of those things that I'm sure someone could explain to me what a harmonic controller does. I kind of know what it should be doing, but I don't want to fucking tweak it so much that I'm like, well, obviously now I need to go down 3 of that thing to make it the best. Darwin does some amazing shit. Great. Darwin's a great scientist, just like Tesla's a great scientist. You know, he died a virgin. Probably why he got shit done. Just saying. But yeah, no, Darwin has its own settings. MSEB, none of these matter because it sounds amazing without fucking with it. But MSEB is that, I've gone over this before, you could enable it there, and then you could go to the settings and choose, once it's on, you could not available in MQA mode. Good, I'm fucking glad. Nothing should be available in MQA mode. But overall temperature, cool, bright, bass extension, bass texture, note thickness, vocals, female overtones, sibilants, high frequency, sibilants, low frequency, impulse response, and air. You could change all those settings and either go from negative 100 to positive 100. So there's 100 and there's 201 settings, I think. Hold on, let me turn this on. I gotta get out of MQA. All right, gotta go to music, gotta go to all, gotta put on something that's not fucking MQA. Thank you. And now I can go back, and now I can go MSEB, now I can turn this on, and then I can go to settings, and you go to presets, HiBy seeds, so you could actually set it for their specific your IEMs. Just the HiBy seeds is one of their presets. Adjustment range, either plus and minus 20, plus and minus 40, or plus and minus 100. So right now I have it set to fine tuning. Middling is 40, and excessive is 100 to 100. Because it's excessive. No one needs this shit. I'm just getting out of the way because it's part of the review. And then customize means you could save or load different settings of the MSEB. So all this shit, you could fuck with all this shit. And I just dragged it like opposites. Sounded like ass. But if you're one of those people who needs a tweak, this is better than an EQ every day of the week. In fact, I'm shutting that shit off. What does that do? Oh, just reset all changes. Yeah, okay, that's fine. MSEB, then you have play, system, and about. About is just literally telling me what's going on. It's telling me about the cards in it and what firmware. System has language, brightness, backlight time, which is currently 30 seconds. You can go up to 120 seconds or hit stay on. And since I'm doing a review, I should probably set it to stay on. You got your theme color. I can actually pick this purple. I don't want this purple now. Now I want teal. And I hit OK, and now we're in teal. That's all I want. I just want to pick the color that I feel today. I felt like purple. Now I want to pick like bright orange. Let's drag the actual thing here to like orange. There you go, some orange. And hit OK on that. Now it's orange. So that's system. We got font size. I have it set to small. You can make the font bigger. USB mode, and you plug it in to set to storage, so I can read and write off that. Or you could use it as an audio device, so you could plug this in and have this be your computer's DAC or your laptop's DAC. I love how the green matches. Button operation while screen is off is on because I want to be able to change tracks. You get to change the time settings. The idle timer for 5 minutes. The sleep timer is off. Battery percentage display, you could have it not say the percentage next to it. By the way, we started this up at 100. We're at 98%. Standby is a setting you could put on. Status LED, which is that thing there. You could turn off screensaver settings. Off album cover, dynamic cover. Let's do dynamic cover. Let's see what that does. Screen rotation. Here's the thing. You could do this. So now, this is the way the unit is. So now I'm using the unit correctly, which if you are one of those people who loves it when the wire comes out the bottom of a player, this beautiful Periapt cable. Thank you for sponsoring this video. Periapt, linked in the description. Don't forget to check out their site-wide sale. Starting October 10th. Now, I could use it like this. And there's also a firmware update button, update system firmware, operation failed, because you got to put it on an SD card, and that's how it does the firmware. But so that's cool. And then you got the play setting, which means equalizer, which here is your, I forget how many, oh, I got to turn it on to touch it. Let's see, custom pop, blues, classic, I was going to say Jews. I said it was custom pop, blues, classic, jazz, rock. Jews blues is a whole genre I haven't gotten into yet. Well, I'll look it up on Spotify. Dance, metal, voice. All right, so that's your thing. Or you can customize it. And I really, oh God, I'm touching it. So we got plus and minus 12 at like 31 hertz. And no. Reset. Please reset that. Turn it off. I don't need it. I don't need it. Update database, which is when it, oh no, I hit it. Cancel. Okay, cancel. Please tell me it has more than 191 tracks. Please tell me it found more than 191 tracks. Okay, I think we're good. Oh no, I broke it. Oh, I broke it. Oh God. When you have two SD cards and you have to update it, it takes like 20 something minutes. It takes a while. I just fucked up. Luckily, I still have X going to give it to you. Wait, which way does the knob turn now? Oh, it still works. Up is still up. It's just... Yeah, no. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. These... Ah. DMX was born in Yonkers, and so was I. Just remember that, everybody, in case you try to fuck with me. Me and DMX, we went to the same schools. We actually did. It's wild. So I guess I fucked up, and now I got to tell it to go and search. I only have 191 tracks, which makes it a lot easier to go through. So look, you could slide your finger here, and it pops up the letter, and that's where we're going to stop. So let's go to like K for this. I don't know what that's from. Probably Monogatari. Probably gonna be bad. Anyway, where were we? Music, system, play, equalizer, update database. Don't touch it unless you mean it. Music update mode, manual, auto, or MQA decoder detection. Play mode shuffle, which loop track, loop list, playlist is what you got. Then you have DSD output mode, DSD gain compensation, resume from last. I'm gonna say position. So I turn it off in the middle of the song, it'll continue from there. Gapless playback's on. Maximum digital volume output, which will be for that, which means that is an output. I don't have it set to be on. You can set the max volume from 0 to 100. That's important on a lot of portables. I should probably talk about power. This isn't the most powerful unit that's ever existed on the face of the earth. It's not even close. But I had no problems assessing 85 to 90% of headphones at SoCal with it. Crossfade, you can have the crossfade on between tracks. You have gain is on high or low. Those are your two options. I basically left it on high the entire time. You get to change your balance. You could play through folders. You could play through albums. All good. That's it for the settings. Now let's listen to music, which I'm going to turn it back upside down because it's getting annoying now being upside down. Although I do like that. That's annoying more than it was coming out the bottom. So now we go back to music and we want to play all and want to play all. Here we are. It's playing. Next. I'm looking for something with the wallpaper, with a thumbnail. Although Chris Cornell, like a stone, should have it, and I don't see it shopping up. You've got a button here on the right. 3 dots. List, add, equalizer, album properties, and delete, in case you really want to get rid of a song. And you could add it to new playlists or favorites. Album, it'll show you the entire album. I think now it's gonna shuffle. It didn't find it. There's only one song. I don't have to have the whole album on here. This is where you select play through, repeat times 1, or shuffle. And then I think lyrics would pop up if you touch that. It's got the time. It says 12:37. I don't know if that's accurate. And I have no clock there. Why do you not have a clock? Why do you not have a clock? And here's your little progress bar, which you can drag along. It's actually pretty good considering my fingers are half the size of the screen. I can pretty accurately grab that. Next track, last track, play, pause. There's a star here, so it's added to the favorites immediately. And none of that fucking matters because it sounds brilliant. It's eternal and sounds brilliant. Pause in the middle, play. It's fast and snappy because it's not Android. It never hangs. You don't have to worry about Wi-Fi. There's no settings for Wi-Fi. There's no settings for Bluetooth. It's just a dumb brick audio player that sounds better than... I don't know why I'm doing this first. Joyous. Because I know I'm going to pull out the new M11S, and I'm going to pull out that iBasso, and I got that other Shanling player, and I'm going to put them down, and they're going to have to go against this. Whose battery will last longer, whose sound quality will be sweeter, whose just simplicity is what you're paying for here. And I fucking love it. This is now my go-to, because it's the right size, Size matters. To ask anybody. Ask any lady you know. Size fucking matters. And sometimes smaller is better. It's thick. Like, it's okay if it's small, if it's thick. Can we agree to that? Cool. It's classy. It's got the green leather is just doing something to me. The green, like, this is not even green. It's just like green on there for the Darwin thing. Oh, I should probably open this up because in here is a, look, a gold emblem. It says Darwin on it. I actually don't know what it means still, but it fucking sounds fan-fucking-tastic. This thing, 9 out of 10. If it had Bluetooth, I'd be like, all right, cool. Then I could at least sit down and sort of, that's the only thing it's missing. Change nothing fucking else. We're good. We're good. Maybe I could wake up the screen with like a pushing that in. It would just be more convenient. Anyway, I don't know what else to say about it. It's right now my go-to DAP. Even over the iBasso 240. The iBasso 240 if I need an Android style player. This if I don't. Because this has twice as much storage and lasts 10 times longer and sounds probably better. Probably sounds a little better. And on that bombshell, we're ending it because the battery just died. I was hoping to get it through with 41%. I had a feeling I wasn't going to make it because I fucking love this thing. And things I love, I gush about. Now they got a fresh battery. We got to settle in, boys. We got 30 more minutes in this video. No, seriously. Thank you to Periapt for sponsoring this. Check out their link. Their sale should still be going on. Sorry, patrons, you didn't get this for too long because I had to sort of work around their sale date. And so, yes, but if you're a patron of mine, you get to see reviews early. Sometimes more than a few hours, sometimes up to weeks at a time. In fact, before SoCal, I did like 12 reviews. Just threw them onto the patrons and was like, hold on to those. I'm going to California. If you're a patron, you get to see reviews early. Participate in yard sales where I sell things. If I love this so much, you could expect several other portables, including some of those, to be in the yard sale. Where you can bid, and if you're international, you still can bid, and I will ship it to you for half the cost of shipping, no matter where you are in the world. Aren't I a great guy? I fucking love UPS customs forms. They're my favorite thing. My nipples get hard when I fill them out every time. So yeah, see reviews early, participate in international yard sales. Should I say that? That sounds fancy. And then hear lots of sound demos. All the sound demos that have been deleted from YouTube are available to listen to once you're a $5 patron. $10 patrons get into behind-the-scenes private Telegram chat where you can talk to me directly, talk to another 100. Right now it's only 120 people. It used to be hundreds and hundreds of people, but algorithm things. For $10, you can talk to me directly, but if you're also in that chat, you also get into a private swap meet where you can buy, sell, and trade gear with other members who have ever been there. That's in for life. You're in that for life. Check out the HiFi Guides, HiFi Guides forum. Check out my new IEM channel, which is why I had these here to remind me at the beginning of this video to remind you that I have an IEM channel. And I'm an idiot because I didn't do that. You know what? I'm gonna add it to the beginning. I'm gonna work my editing magic right now. Anyway, download wallpaper from the Horde. The Horde should be working. Let's re-intro this video. Hold on.